And here's another i.pity video sponsored by Vexingly Yours. It's so very long overdue. So sorry about that. So Michi is basically he's not going to appear for a while, but he's basically the antagonist of Epitome, the main antagonist, and he's the king of all things positive, like all positive emotion, well, energy, like so. Because saying it's good isn't exactly accurate. It's just positive, and that plays into how uh, I believe that uh, positivity um, can be can be either good or bad, because like some fucked up person gets positivity from doing fucked up shit. So um and that leads into the whole gray areas that epitome is basically surrounded by. And with this, I wasn't really sure where I was going to go with him. I just knew I did want. I actually wanted a bit more of an angle, but it didn't work out like that. Because I still, even though it's a sketch commission, I do end up going. I try to spend a bit more time on it because it's my own, and because the sponsor is kind enough to help trick myself into doing the work of with my own characters. And I say trick because I'm still struggling with trying to not be so workaholic with client works and try to find time for myself. And so with Michi, he's it. I don't want to give too much away behind him, but basically he's probably the second oldest Epi, and he's not as old as Dante, but he's close. And Dante is the other king, and she is the king of negative energy. So people would like to call her evil, but that's not the case. It's just negative energy, and I don't believe all negative energy is evil. So some of it is just I don't, yeah, my criteria of evil is different. But anyway, so with Michi here, see how he looks isn't exactly how he looks actually. It's kind of like a mask he has on, because his actual his human body, well, who he was as a human, I can't reveal. and um and if I say any more, you'll easily guess it. But so I'll just go on. I love his hair. I kind of evolved his hair here. So he does keep it long, and he does have the chin beard, and but he looks very similar to his actual self. So and because he's a king, he can go back and forth and pretty easily. But yeah, he shows his true self when he wants to be at full strength or close to full strength. So when he doesn't want to, so it's like a kind of like how he appears usually with the old face. He's actually looks much younger in actuality. So and oh man, I forgot to add his tats, but um I think oh, and with his arm, so Dante cut his arm off ages ago, and she also put it back on. And the gold on his neck is also from Dante. She basically branded him, and she put gold into the wound, and so it healed like that. And that's with his arm too. So she attached it, but she also put like gold around it, so so it like adhered. She didn't. They did it for aesthetic purposes. It was a different time, and that's another thing with epitome. It plays with how people change and evolve throughout like years and years. And even though they're epi, they still have a lot of human traits in terms of like how they change as people and their and such, but they're still them. And I love Michi's fashion. So he keeps his top about his top like uh, clean cut. Like the styling is always smooth, but the rest is extra long. And I changed it here. Like I kind of made him shave a little bit down, and also his fashion. It's always Mongolians, Chinese, and all those ethnicities. Just that area focused. It's always based around that whole region, and but he usually wears comfy shoes, so he's very much into shoes. I forgot to mention. Thank you so much. Bye.